My top fighters of all time, it would have to be a list of three, I think. Rickson Gracie. I think his approach to martial arts, his approach to the game of unarmed combat is well beyond his years, and he is definitely an inspiration of mine.
I met Rickson Gracie, who was the world champion at that time, and Royce Gracie. And so I asked him if I could work out with them, and they said, very cordial. They said, of course. And I was a black belt in judo, so I thought I had some pretty good grappling skills. Anyway, I got on the ground with Rickson Gracie, and it's like I'd never had a lesson in my life. He played with me.
These guys, the saddest thing about rolling with someone like a Rickson or a Jean-Jacques Machado is like they don't even try. Like it's not like they're straining and moving hard. They just slowly, oh, my friend, oh, you're on your back again. Oh, you better protect this arm because this is the one I'm going
10,
for.
9, 8, 7. You're like, what's he going to do? And then he does it, and you go, okay.
Rickson would do that to black belts. He would pick an arm and tell them, I'm going to get your right arm in an arm bar. And you're like, there's no fucking way. I'm just going to chicken wing this motherfucker.
My arm's over there. Like, how are you going to get me in an arm bar? And all of a sudden he's over there and you're tapping out.
I remember that he used to visit our school some nights and train with the whole school. He just line up 30, 40 guys and go through everybody. And one night he goes, boy, come and train with me sometimes. And he invited me to go. And as a kid back then, you see Rickson there, I was like, man, you're talking about, I don't know, Michael Jordan, someone.
Oh, he was already Michael Jordan at that point?
He was the main guy in the family because every time they have a challenge, he's the one that step up and take that challenge.
Rickson Gracie is like, there's not a whole lot of sports where there's one guy who's universally recognized as the motherfucker.
Right.
It's like the motherfucker of motherfuckers when it comes to jiu-jitsu is Rickson Gracie. Because if you talk to anybody, if you talk to Royce Gracie, if you talk to any of these guys, and this is going on, by the way, in 1993 when the UFC was at first, he said, when Royce was beating everybody in UFC 1, he was like, you should see my brother Rickson. My brother Rickson kills me. And he used to talk about that. Yeah. The moment somebody beats me, you're in trouble because then my brother Rickson is going to join. And
I remember it. Yeah.
That Rickson was just, he was the best of the family. Everybody knew he was the best of the family.
Because my dad was the best. My dad would tap out Royce with one hand in his belt before his fight. So there was no doubt of that.
In my career, I have over 460 fights, and I still undefeated.
People that do jiu-jitsu and get really good at jiu-jitsu, they have healthy egos because you have to tap out on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Unless you're Rickson Gracie and no one's tapped you since 1980, you're getting tapped out on a regular basis. Yeah. It's just a part of the game. And Rickson himself is a fascinating guy. There's very few people that I've met that you meet him and like right away there's something different about this cat. And Rickson is an incredibly intense guy. It's so rare you find a real martial arts master. So sort of a cliche term that we think of in terms of like movies, the one man who is the master, who has it all in control.